game resumed.
That's all you, bro.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am MaximusBlack.
And I'm Nova Shalom.
And we are bringing you guys a normal game.
Yes.
Sent in by you guys.
That's right.
At LAGTV, over 10,000 strong. We're going for 15K now. Get your asses on that site. Send in your replays. Join the forums. Get updated on all the cool things that is the universe and science. Go. Run there
That
now.
totally happens.
Oh, it really does.
That happens.
Adam.
Yes.
Hit me up with the noise of science.
Science!
Nice.
Yes.
Starting up here in the top right position, we have BigElNobody. And down bottom left, we have Nemlec.
Great. Solid names. I wasn't sure if you were going to go with BigElNobody or... I'm not even sure that's an L. I don't know if that's an L or an R or capital I, because it's a capital E, in which case that still doesn't make a whole lot.
It could be Big IE Nobody. I don't know. We're going to call him Biggie.
He's big in nobody.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Yeah. Small penis jokes. Great.
So yes,
great
we
humor.
do have a probe in here, and a probe manages to get a
successful
SCV kill
probe
before he goes down, and that really was successful because it made him pull more SCVs to fend him off, and he still got the kill. So, hey, that was a good trade from Biggie.
Absolutely.
No Biggie though. This is going to be a PvT, and we do have a SCV scouting around right now. Typical stuff going down here for Biggie. We've just got the Gateway and Cybernetics core. Only one gas so far, so I think he may be planning on doing just a typical one gate expand against Terran. This is a diamond level game, so I'm sure we're going to see like some sort of build order and not just like, well, I think I'll build a 2 gases and then my gate and then the core and then another
just build
core.
stuff because I have money.
Yes. Oh, so it looks like you're gonna shut down another gateway.
Yep.
Okay, so this is interesting.
So now we're getting closer to aggressive territory here at this point. Get that second gateway.
He's
and he's chronoing
a stalker.
So he wants to get aggressive at this point. Then that's his plan.
Well, another thing is I always chrono boost out my stalker as well, just because a Reaper will show up at around 410. But the thing is, there's no gas, so he doesn't need to worry about that at all.
No threat of that. Is it also just nice to have? I mean, this is the same thing. You just said that. I was going to say, if you're going to do an expand or something, it's always nice to have something to help you protect. If you're not going to forge fast, for instance, if you're going for the extra gate instead of the forge.
Well, you need. Well, you don't need some. You don't need a forge for PvT.
No.
I
mean, no, but yeah, no, I know. But like, if you're not going to have that, if you're going to expand, you need something.
Yeah, all you really need is a stalker. That's pretty much all you need. It because you really only have to worry about the Reaper, unless they're going to do like some sort of 3 racks and stuff like that. But obviously, you get that information from scouting.
Denied scout.
You'll know.
Denied!
So it looks like he's going to go 3 gates and then expand. And he is going to put on some pressure here. He's still chrono boosting out some units. Now he's chrono boosting his warp gate research. So it's going to be 3 gates in total. And there is no proxy pylon, though. The only pylon down is at his natural. So I don't know if this is going to do any damage whatsoever. And I really don't agree with this, like, honestly. I feel as though if you're gonna apply some aggression, it needed to be a lot sooner, because once that bunker gets up, that's it. You're negated. You can't do anything. And the problem is now he's got 3 stalkers in the middle of the field doing nothing. And you know what? All he needed was 1 stalker to go and, hey, maybe I can poke in here, do a little bit of damage, or maybe even chrono boost out a zealot before you get the core and get in there that way. But now he's got a bunch of stalkers on the field, and now his Nexus is super late. If he would have gotten 1 stalker, the Nexus could have already been finished, and now he could be dropping down 2 extra gates in a robo and then seeing what's going on, or getting out, 1 stalker, 1 sentry. And now that the hallucination is free, all you need is 100 energy, he could use a hallucinated Phoenix to really see what his opponent is doing. And now he's just got a bunch of units and he can't really use them, and by the time that they're useful, Stalkers really aren't that good in PvT in an early game, because once the Marauders get out and they're stim, really Stalkers are only complement units. You only can really use them in certain situations, whether if they don't have medevacs or if you want to shoot off the medevacs or anything like that. But right now, I think that was a really bad investment, and it's really going to hurt Biggie in this game.
Well, it's going to hurt him certainly, at least if the Terran decides to do something about it before the Protoss gets over that hump of having been behind there. Right now, the Terran seems to be quite comfortable filling up endless bunkers with units. He just decided to unload them all now that they filled them all to salvage 2 of the 3. So I'm guessing he might actually decide to go over there and do a little bit of attacking. Which wouldn't be a terrible idea right now. He's going to be putting down another command center. I guess this is his idea of some pressure before getting a third up. And right now, it's not a terrible time because, like you said, you know, now that the Protoss has already invested into those 3 Stalkers, he now has 4 Stalkers, only 1 sentry out, and only 3 Zealots. He's not overly prepared for something like this, and it could actually be quite something if the Terran does decide to push out. Right now, though, he's just sitting there. He just salvaged bunkers for no reason. And now he's just sitting at his ramp.
Yeah, he's
doing
sitting at
whatever.
his ramp, doing whatever. You know, I do like the fact that Biggie has transitioned sort of into Blink Stalkers. He got a bunch of Stalkers up front, and he's like, okay, well, perhaps I'll just get some Blink here and just continue making Stalkers. Which, you know what, may actually, pardon me, I had to burp there, may actually be semi-okay just from what Nemlec's build is. He's just getting his starport now. I would love to see Biggie go and apply the pressure now. Use the Mothership Core for that vision for the high ground. Blink in, blink out. He can actually do damage right now. I know it seems like Nemlec's army is big in comparison, because you can do a lot of damage with Stim, but actually Biggie's army is starting to look pretty scary as well when there's no medevacs.
Yeah, at this point, he's had time to build up even more. He's now got his sentry count up to 3. His zealot count has now tripled. He's now up into 6, and at this point now, you know, the Protoss wins that, especially without any medevacs. And I'm not following what Nemlec is really trying to accomplish here. He had the bunkers up, then he just randomly got rid of them. Maybe he wanted to get a couple of extra minerals that he could have waited 0.2 seconds for upgrades or something else. I'm not sure what the thought process was behind that, because at that point, if the Protoss were to attack, he's just lost defense for no reason.
Yeah,
he doesn't have any map vision. He doesn't know when the Protoss is attacking. We see a Zealot crossing the map now, checking for a third, which tells me the Protoss player might decide here. Biggie might decide to push out if he's not seeing any third, or he might decide to get a third himself. And now we see the Terran pushing out with only 2 medevacs with not a lot of energy. So this really isn't the army that the Terran player needs right now.
No, it's not. It's not ideal. I do like the fact he is just doing something, though, moving
Well, it's
out
better
now.
than nothing. Now he's got that third going.
Yeah, now he's going to float his orbital command over to his third, and he's going to have a 3 base to the 2 base. And here we go. Biggie now going, okay, he's moving out here, and he's putting down a couple of cannons. I'm not 100% sure why there's a cannon there in the front. I don't know if that's for maybe ghosts later, or you actually think that's going to do something, because it's really not. The one in the back is a good one just because it's for drops and all that other jazz, but he needs AoE at this point. He does have the Templar Archive. He doesn't have Storm going quite yet. He really needs that AoE because the Terran army, and now he's 1-1 as well, can melt this, really. It can, if done correctly. Now, it's all going to boil down to hitting those force fields, getting up a good Guardian Shield, and we're going to see what's going to happen right now. And there's some force fields.
All right,
and backing off.
Little trigger happy with the force fields there, and this is one of those cases where the Protoss player almost wants to let some of the units up the ramp.
Yeah.
He needs to have that happen to thin out the numbers, because as you said, in an open field right now, the Protoss player could totally get melted by this army. And on the same token, the Terran player has to be careful with how many times he pokes his head up and gets attacked, because we don't have that much energy. And now he's going to do a drop, and now he's down himself to 1 medevac. He's got a second medevac on the way now, but he's going to do this split attack.
Yeah.
This is actually going to be kind of dangerous for the Protoss, because all of his army is far away from this at this point.
Yeah, his army's far away, but it's also a little bit dangerous for the Terran too, because if the Protoss goes, okay, I'm going to just go out front and destroy what you have because you split your army in half, he's definitely got enough now to take this out. The Storm is still not finished yet. It's about 50% done, but there's a lot of Sentry Zealots and Stalkers there. He does have +1 armor and that Mothership Core for a Time Warp, and he is going to go down here. He does have Blink.
Nice
and
force
those are some sexy force fields.
Whoa!
And that's
Easy
it.
killer.
I mean, that's it. You want to split your army in half and give that Protoss an opportunity to push out.
That guy saw 3 good force fields and said, why not add like 14 more?
He just got melted, dude.
And you get a force field, and you get a force field, and you get a force. He was like the Oprah of force fields there. Shit just got more and more real as time went on. He just one step away from encompassing them entirely. And thank God he didn't storm. You see, I see so many Protoss players do that nice force field surround, and then bomb their own zealots with storms. And it's a painful thing to watch. Luckily, Biggie not going to fall for that, and he's going to go straight for the third, which is the smart move here, and he's definitely going to get rid of this, which is nice. Good timing, because look at all of those mules that just got dropped, and they're fresh. They're going to be gotten rid of, and that's actually quite good.
This is a scary Terran army, though. He's going to have to recall.
Oh, dear Jesus!
He needs to he needs to possibly, he can maybe pick off that command center and then recall home. If he loses this entire army, the game is, very nice.
Boom.
He recalls back. He didn't kill the command center. I don't know how many SCV kills he got there. Let me take a look.
He got more mule kills than anything, which I think was probably more important at the end of the day. That's a lot of energy lost and a lot of minerals lost in that time.
It was a decent attack, but it really wasn't enough. If we take a look at the supply count right now, 132 to 107. Terran is still in the lead right now. And the supply, he's still sitting comfortably on 3 bases. The Protoss' 3rd base is just going right now. He does have 43 probes, so he is going to be able to saturate this, but at the same time, there's not enough AoE out there for the Protoss player. It was cool there at around the 13-minute mark, but now we're getting closer to the 17-minute mark. He needs to get out Colossus. He's creating Immortals right now.
Immortals
are going to do absolutely nothing for him in this unit composition.
I'm just like, why Immortals? There's nothing there's nothing out on the field that justifies Immortals.
I know there's a lot of Marauders out there, but the problem is it's not enough. You have to have Colossus, Force Field, and Storm. It's just not enough. Maybe 1 or 2 Immortals for complement units, but here's the thing. You don't have an army to complement. No. You need to get those Colossus out first. The Immortal right now is just really, really not cost effective at all. It's like adding a Void Ray into the unit composition.
Yeah, no, you need like 14,000 Immortals, and that's actually a nice storm there. That was a very good storm. He's going to get a couple there. Lots of medevacs, though. Doing
Very nice. Some very nice storms. Beautiful storms coming down here from Biggie. But is it going to be enough? I don't know. There's a good surround for the Terran units now doing some stutter step. And it looks like it is going to be enough. I would love to see a time warp go down to slow these units so we can pick off the remainder. And the charge lots are coming in. Oh, they're not charged. I thought they were charged.
Not yet. They are. Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Okay, they are charged. The charge lots are coming in. And now he's going to work his way down. Those storms were perfect. Without hitting those storms,
he loses.
He would have lost that game instantly, but he nailed those. And also, he forced like 2 stims before that, weakening all of that army even before those storms hit. That was very, very nice.
Not a single ghost to be found. He's just getting 2 Ghost Academies at this point in time. I think that might be a little late, as now he's going to lose his 3rd for sure this time. He's not going to be able to stop this. There it is. Here comes a stimmed army with no medevacs to back it up. Recall would be another smart move. Recall now. Recall.
Nice.
Peace.
Beautiful. Man, he's using these recalls
That's nice.
Flawlessly.
I like it. Not a lot of Protoss players make use of that, and not a lot of players make use of the Mothership core, at least in lower levels, throughout the game. You know, they use it for the harass early, and then they seem to forget about it. You know, they forget that recall is hell of useful. It is the thing that allows Protoss to harass in the late game and not worry about getting overrun. It's you can do it in the early game too, but you tend to forget that harassing ability and being able to have the slow Protoss army be mobile with that recall is crazy useful, and we're seeing it right now.
The reason why he's able to use it is because there's no Vikings on the field. And you know what? The reason why there's no Vikings is because there's no Colossus. So I don't know if this is like some sort of metagame.
Crazy metagame?
But, I mean, he's defeating a Terran army with no Colossus, with just hitting good storms. Is it going to be enough? There's some good splits here.
Yep.
Forrest baiting a storm there, not getting a whole lot. But still, I mean, this Protoss ball is just a scary, scary thing.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no ghosts out on the field for the
No.
Terran. He can't EMP anything. Eventually, this Toss player is just going to take him out.
Yeah, it looks like he's just willing to go in and out and grab a couple units at a time. The Terran player just feeding him really right now. Bringing in some more reinforcements. He's got a good spread, but he's not using it. He's just kind of throwing units away, and here we go. Here's the storms. The Terran not even moving. Oh, dear Lord. Storms everywhere, and again, the Protoss comes out on top. He's going to go back in here, and that's a bad life choice.
Yeah, no, these storms are just picking him apart.
Oh,
and
yes.
there is the time warp. That
Yes.
was nicely done.
Yes.
And chucking down some
Yes.
force fields as well.
Yes.
This is just working out for him
Yes.
all the way. He needs to turn these high temps into Archon and finish him right now. He can do it. He needs to just turn those all into Archons. There we go. There's the Archon morphing. And the Zealots in the front. And actually, these Immortals are starting to become useful.
Because why
now
not?
in the late game, the Storms are just own this guy. I mean, he's nailed these Storms the whole game. Biggie is back from the dead, baby. Biggie is back.
I was waiting for that joke to be used. Look at that one random Blink Stalker and a.
Oh, he could have killed both
that was
those.
close. That was so close.
Could have killed both. He has Blink.
Oh, there you go. That was really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, not to take away from Biggie, the Terran didn't really do a lot of micro towards the end there. He did the initial split, and then it was just kind of like, you know, fuck it, Brolo. Just kind of like, just ran for it and just whatever. But, you know, you can't take away from the fact that those were amazingly well-placed storms, really great use of the time warp and force fields, and again, like you said, no Colossi strangely works in his favor right now because it means there's no Vikings, which means he can make his use of his mothership core.
The thing is there's been no ghosts, right?
That's the biggest crippling factor, and he's still not building ghosts, even though he has.
No, he has a shit ton of ghosts now.
Oh, does he? Oh, I see. I didn't see them building. Yeah.
The thing is at the beginning, like that first engagement, if he had 1 or 2 ghosts and got off 1 EMP, I think the Terran would have just melted this Protoss army.
Yes.
But the thing is, no EMP. He's just allowing storms to go off like crazy. He was baiting stims. And eventually that just takes its toll. And now the Protoss has got this death ball without Colossus. But I mean, this is just scary in and itself. He's 2-2. He's got his mothership core. He's got Blink, Charge. He's got a shit ton of Immortals. And he's got a couple sentries for Guardian Shield or Force Fields. And of course those high temps. And we all know how he's been using Storm this game. There is no way that Nemlec is going to come back in this game. I would be in complete shock if he won this game.
I would be too. I mean, but again, you know, Nemlec's biggest thing here, like, and you touch on it, is he just needs to land the most Jesus mode EMPs in the history of the known universe.
I think even if he sprays that entire army with EMPs, he's still gonna lose. I think it's
pretty possible. There's so many Immortals with high shields and the Archons with high shields. And he's going to go for it. Here he goes. Yeah. He's going to throw an EMP out here or there.
Protoss is getting a little indecisive here.
Okay, that's not what you want to do. And there's some more EMP. Shit.
Yeah. Now you're dead.
Oh,
you're
no.
Dead.
GG.
Yeah, you're dead.
You just got shit on.
Yeah, I mean.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, Nemlec. Welcome.
He's still got some high temps there with energy, and there is
sweet baby Jesus.
The killer storm. I would love to see him blink forward right now and just pick off everything and let those Immortals come in and do the rest of the work. No Guardian Shield going up for
Ain't
Biggie,
nobody
but
got
really,
time for blink.
Does he need it?
No.
And that is going to be GG. Beautiful control the entire game from Biggie. Even when the army was favoring the Terran, he managed to hit the storms when needed. No ghosts. Didn't even need Colossus, which is just mind-boggling. But overall, really solid game.
Just a really solid game. Entertaining to watch, no question about it. And at the end there, holy mother of feedback. That was just to people. I've never seen so many bodies explode since I watched. I'm not even gonna make that joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Why is this Terran still in this game?
I have no idea. I thought he left. I think the Protoss is still in the game.
Well, I would probably do it too. Just I pulled it off, and now I'm going to destroy everything. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like and favorite button. That was a great game. Exciting. Lots of action. A little unorthodox in spots, but hey, that's sometimes that's what makes the good stuff. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Novawar
and MaximusBlack.
We'll see you guys soon.
Peace.